Hello everyone and welcome back to a new video. And on today's video we are going to be working on extending out this road. We want to create something interesting looking. I wanted to go kind of for like some sort of like four-way stop. I don't know, I thought it would look cool and we could put something like in the middle. And I want to kind of decorate a little bit more on Pearl's house. I feel like I could add just a little bit something else. But first things first, we need to clean up just a little bit of the area and hopefully come up with something cool. I kind of built something like this before, but I wanted to see if I can make it look really cool, especially with the fall theme. I'm really liking the fall theme. I actually kind of set it already to where the leaves are falling. I feel like it makes this island look so much better. But first things first, we need to get the shape finished, and after that, we can start decorating in the middle. And just me being curious, what are you guys building? What is your theme island currently? I know it's getting closer to the holidays, so I don't know if you're working on a holiday island or if you're still stuck in fall like me. Let me know in the comments below. I'll be really curious to see what you all are doing. But now we are working on the middle. So the middle shape was kind of weird for me at first. I did line it up, but I ended up with this kind of odd like rectangle oval shape. And it kind of confused me. I even paused for quite a bit to see how this was laying out, but for right now I just kind of went with it. I know it does look kind of odd, but I think later on I will fix this just because I don't like the shape, but for right now it looks pretty good to me. So in the middle I wanted to put just some higher items, so I went ahead and placed down a tree just to give everything a little bit more coverage, and then also I want to put some plants and stuff around it. So I went with a pumpkin. I feel like this is super cute, and again, I'm probably going to say this in all my videos, I don't get to use pumpkins, so when I get a chance to, I want to use it. And sometimes I will be able to like place down, oh, not place down, but water them, because I know you can get different variants, but I think a single pumpkin is cute enough. And this light was kind of, I don't know, it looked really weird to me. It may be to where it's like in the tree, so I went ahead and scrapped that idea for the time being, and I just placed down a mum. It looks cute enough, and you kind of get the gist with what I was doing. I decided to actually put down the crosswalk path like thing over here, again to kind of act as like a stop sign of some sort. Again, this is kind of like a four-way stop intersection of some sort. I just thought it looked really cool, and I don't know, it's fitting with the island, and it kind of takes up the space that I needed, and to where we can branch off and lead to different things. Now that I got this done, I actually wanted to work on Pearl's house, and I also need to decorate kind of around here just to make everything look a lot better. I threw in a park clock. I just thought it looked cool, and again, it added some more height. And besides Pearl's house, I wanted to create just like another, I don't know, I guess like a folly looking thing over here. I wanted to make like a little playground area. I had one in my storage and I thought it looked really cool, especially with the colors, so I wanted to add that. And honestly, what's an island without some sort of park? So I wanted to make that right beside her house, and I thought it looked pretty cool to where it was kind of caged off from her house where she already had like that fence place. I thought it would look really nice. But now we gotta make out like some sort of like pathing. It can be random, it doesn't have to be perfect by any means, to where we can actually place down our stuff. And now that we got all like the leaf pile like design laid out, we can go ahead and place down our playground. This thing is awesome. This is like literally all the fall colors, so I thought it would be a perfect addition, and I think it looks really nice right there. Adds it again something like some more interest to the like build. I feel like it just looks cool. And on the side here, just to create some like edging like right beside the sidewalk, I went ahead and placed down a random assortment of greenery. So I placed down a bush, a pumpkin, then also I'm gonna plant a mum. I think that looks really cool, and then when I time travel to let everything grow in, I think it would look really nice. And now that we got all this done, we can head back to the center. So this is where I started to notice I didn't like how this was laying out because it is such a weird shape. I needed to make it look a little bit more round. So I had to think about that for a minute and see what I wanted to do exactly. I did grab a few things to maybe help me create that shape. I did put down a bicycle. I just think it looks really nice here. The colors look really good. And plus, I don't know, it just adds a lot to this really plain road that I have currently. But in the center, this is where we need to start working at. So I went ahead and started to fix what I kind of messed up. And all we're going to do is place down some more pathing around it to make it look a little bit more round. So all I needed to do was really just add the corners and then another straight pathing going across, and it fixed it. And overall, I think it looked a lot better. And now that we got our shape, we can go ahead and start decorating around it. So I wanted to place down a hay bed. I thought this looked pretty cool, so I wanted to use this. And unfortunately, I tried to put stuff on it, but you can't. And I actually ate the mushroom that I was going to use, which was really funny. But yeah, you can't set things on here, which is unfortunate. It just kind of went right into the road. I did try. I wanted to use this book too, but it didn't work out the way I wanted to. So I just kind of roll with it. I thought it looked good enough there anyways. And now on the sides here, I wanted to add more decorations, so went ahead and grabbed some more leaf piles, again to help fill in the road and, you know, get our fall aesthetic that we're going for. I did notice that there was a blank spot in the back, but honestly, you can't see anything back there anyways, so I really didn't think putting something there was necessary. But I did think I end up putting something there just to kind of fill in the area more. I did add a vending machine because I really wanted to use this book, so I just threw it on top. I just thought the colors looked really well, like matched really good, I guess. I did end up putting something behind the tree actually, which was a spooky tower. You won't be able to see it, but it's there. I thought it looked pretty good from when you can see it at a certain angle. And I wanted to add a car too, so I needed to grab one of those. Again, this is like a traffic stop area, so I thought it would need something. So I went ahead and actually placed down a luxury car. I just thought it looked cool. And honestly, that really wraps up a lot of the things here. We didn't need to do too much, but I did want to decorate kind of the corners. Again, just to add some like edging around where the sidewalks were. I always like to do this just because it gives everything a lot more interest to the build, just so it's not like plain like in-game grass design. I just thought it would look a little bit nicer, so I went ahead and did that to both sides here. I went on the top, and then we gotta do it on the bottom. And I already had all the mushrooms and stuff in my inventory, so I thought we could maybe sprinkle one or so around, kind of get a feel if I would like doing that. So I think I will place down one somewhere. Don't really know where though. Right now I was making sure I wasn't kind of mimicking all the like same layouts I've been doing, because I want there to be you know a difference between all of them. So didn't want to do like the same pattern over and over again on each corner, again just to make it look a little bit nicer. And then right here in this spot, I did decide to just throw down a mushroom. I just thought it would look cute. Why not? But yeah, so this honestly wraps up everything. So let's go ahead and do our final walkthrough. And that wraps up today's video on our roundabout, four-way stop, whatever you want to call it. Again, this was a really fun build, and this is going to help us kind of lead in directions to build more things. I really hope you guys did enjoy today's build today. If you did, don't forget to leave a like, rate, and a comment. And as always, thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching the video. And until next time.